Our experience is that a lot of people, people understand that there's piracy, but sometimes it's kind of hard to put a finger on how much it is, what percentage it is. And also sometimes people look at security just as an expense, which is something else that I think the mind is shifting. And people are seeing that their content is popping up on all this other in other places. I mean, piracy sites and all these other sites where the pirates don't really need to worry about hosting content, encoding content, packaging content, getting the rights. They just take it. And DRM itself and by itself cannot withstand the onslaught of pirates. And now I'm guessing AI helping hack into all sorts of things and whatnot. So additional other things are coming into play, and we've seen contracts ask for more than just DRM.
I will say I love the analogy, and maybe I've just not paid. No one's ever, or at least I've not personally heard the house analogy. And to your point, like there's multiple ways. We hear people talking about all these different things. Watermarking, password, all these different things. I love that analogy there. Maybe specifically though, where does the DRM sit within that space in terms of where it sits within that overall process or that overall protection that you're going to build around your property?
So DRM is like if we're going to stick to the house, it's the lock on the front door. Or in your regular, we've all logged into bank accounts or whatever. It's your username and password. And based off of that, you know that DRM, in the grand scheme of things, DRM is a technology that says how you can use the content. Can you play it? For how long? Can you cast it? Can you have if I'm watching it on my computer, can I have a monitor attached to it? And so on and so forth. And DRM in and of itself controls just that. The encryption that happens during the DRM process is a vessel, if you will, to get the rights onto the content. Usually in the workflow, it happens around encoding packaging. That's the first part where content is prepared. And then the second part of it, like we've all probably dealt with, when you press play, as an end user, a license is delivered to the end user. And that is the second piece of it where you get to view the license. There's also a common misconception when people say my content is decrypted. The content is actually never decrypted. It is unlocked. Going back to my front door example, when you walk into a house or a hotel room, you open the door with a key or a key card, you never physically rip the lock off the door. Kind of sort of the same logic with DRM. You know that you have access to go into this specific spaces, but you don't take the lock off the door.